lefty quarterback, does that change anything you do where you're moving guys around? And then what I'm asking is, like, does the right tackle for them become the left tackle and you're moving DNs around or linebackers or corners?
Not absolutely. The biggest thing that it does is it lets you know where his launch points are located and when they try to move the pocket. Two, where they scramble. You know, when he gets a little uncomfortable in the pocket, where does he like to go when he throws the ball? And so what it does, it makes you very, very aware of his launch points and how he likes to scramble. But, you know, when you look at him across the board, he's very multiple in how he uses the field. He can throw it everywhere and make every throw.
I don't know. I mean, watching watching Wake Forest through the years, I mean, they've been like a run team, did some option. They've slowly kind of went to the pro-style attack. I mean, is it kind of weird to see that now with them? Because they were a team when they went to BCS Bowl, they run the ball a lot. Now they're just throwing it.
Well, I have to be honest with you. You know, up until playing these guys, I had known those guys. Their staff used to come and visit with us when I was at Oklahoma. So we have history together. We know each other. And what you saw the evolution. Well, and I probably visited with those staffs the last 4 to 5 years. And what you've seen is they're using what's in their cupboard. They got a guy who's multiple. They got a couple of good running backs who they can run zone with. You know, very athletic, very explosive backs, not very big. And what they've done is they built their program around their guys. And the one thing that you know about this by talking to some of the guys in the ACC, they're physical. You know, and you hear that from Florida State when you're talking to guys at Florida State, and when you're talking to guys at Virginia, that they're a physical football team. So they're just using the talent that they got available to them.
What do you notice about the big receiver they got, Gibbons? The guy's got 1,200 yards.
Well, you know something. The thing you notice about their receivers is that they're explosive. Number 2, number 81. I'm bad with names, but I'm great with numbers. And number 3, 3 and 2 are really explosive. They're the guys who can take the top off your coverage, and they're very dynamic once they get the balls in their hand. You know, number 81, who's the bigger receiver, he's more the possession guy. They really love him in the red zone, and he's a guy who makes a lot of big plays. As our players say, he big boys receivers, and so he does a great job of doing it in the red zone. You have to know where he's at all times.
Coach, talk about, obviously, coming into the season, linebackers were kind of a question mark just because of experience. Was it just a matter of them getting more reps to why they developed the way they did this year?
Well, I believe if we go back and look at some of our interviews, I knew we had talent, you know, prior to this deal. It was just getting experience. And once you got those guys getting touches and getting experience and playing in ball games, you saw the evolution. Now, do you ever anticipate them being number 4 and 5 and tackles in the SEC? No, you know, I couldn't say that, but we knew we had the potential to be a really good crew.
Talk about the rest of the week as far as before the guys head off and your game plans for tomorrow.
Well, in our week, this is game week. What we try to do is we had a normal week, and what we want to do as a defense and Coach Mullen has done overall is make sure that we would be ready to play the game if we played Friday. So if we left here and we went to the hotel on Thursday evening, on Friday we should be prepared and ready to go play a football game. Then next week is just cleaning up and polishing the game plan. So you would have to say that probably 85 to 90% of our game plan's in. We'll kind of detail that out, you know, add, delete, and see what really fits us, and then we'll take that into next week and really just make everything as clean and sharp as we possibly can.